Hi everybody, this is Sherry, and I just wanted to show you a card that I made. I posted this image on my Facebook because I wasn't quite sure how I was going to proceed with this card. She's such a fancy image that I really wanted to do something a little different with her, but couldn't quite figure out what. And so I really want to thank everybody who sent suggestions and offered help, because I was really stumped as to, you know, which way to go. But I think I figured out how I wanted to do her, and I'm going to show you that now. And what I did was I started out with Recollections white cardstock, and I made a 6x6 card base. And then on top of that, I used Recollection Sugar Plum paper pad, and I used 3 different layers. There's a brown layer, then this green layer, and then the top layer. And it's a little hard to see on camera. Up in person, it's a lot easier to see. Usually I leave 1/4-inch borders, and on this one I left 1/8-inch borders. And looking back now, I see that I would have had the space to do 1/4-inch, but I was worried that I wouldn't. So I used the smaller dimensions to make sure that my papers were bigger. For this background right here, I used the DCWV Holiday Glitz Glitter paper pad, and this again is that paper I love. It's so soft, and the glitter doesn't come off, and it's the real tiny fine glitter. It's just beautiful. This is my image, of course, and it's one of my besties, and this would be my design project number 31. And so she was so much fun to color. She's so pretty. And I got some flowers from the dollar store. I used a pine branch here. That's also from the glitter stack from DCWV. And I used the Martha Stewart, this punch. The Martha Stewart pine branch punch. And what I'll do is I'll show you the card first, and then I'll tell you everything else I used. This is the 6x6 card base. Thank you, Becky. Becky from Ambex Creation gave me this stamp because I was looking for a larger one. I found this glitter tape at my dollar store, my Dollar Tree. I never find anything good at the Dollar Tree, so I was really tickled to find this. And I thought it looked really pretty, and it matched all the glitter and stuff on the card. And then, so here's my 6x6 card, but to make it a little special, it's also an easel card and sits up like that. And what I used here is some of the trim that comes from, it was the Michaels adhesive trim that you could get like in the $1.50 bin. And I used Stampin' Up! Real Red ink for the sentiment. And then I could have, and now that I'm looking at it, realized I could have brought this all the way across, and it probably would have, I would have liked it a little better, because it would have looked more cohesive with the card. So if I make another one of these, I will remember that. But because I wanted to write on the inside of my card and not on the on this portion, I went ahead and used the Stampin' Up! Framelits, the largest oval that they have, which is the only scalloped one in the set, to make the easel portion. And to make this look more cohesive, I used the same paper on the bottom, on the inside, as I used on the top of the 6x6 card. Because I'm not going to write on this, I just wanted it in case somebody wanted to display the card, whoever gets it wants to display it setting up. I will write my sentiment on the inside. So I could have followed this trim all the way across, and it just would have been trim all the way across, and it would have looked like it was going under my oval. But I didn't, this was my first time making a card like this, so, I'm learning. And let me tell you what else I did. I used some glossy accents on her eyes and her lips. Here's a Stampin' Up! Pearl for her earring. I used some Wink of Stella in her hair and on the little rose and leaf here. And I'll bring her up. You can see the Wink of Stella a little bit. I didn't put a lot. I just wanted it to sparkle as if the light were, you know, bouncing off of her hair. And I'll tell you what colors that I used. Let's see. For her skin, right here, I used, and I'll zoom in so you can get a better look at her. Sherry did she's a beautiful image. And Sherry Baldy makes some of the most elegant images. I'm so tickled to be able to play with them on a regular basis. It's like, woohoo! That is what you call having your cake and eating it too. Getting images and getting to color them and getting to show everybody what you do. Because, you know, Sherry's very generous with the amount of images she gives us, so I'm very thankful. And, but what I did was I colored her skin, E00000, 21, and 11, and I used E04 for her lips. For her hair, I used E50, 51, 53, and 55. Her eyes are G43 and 46. The red here on her dress is R21, 24, 27, and 29. And I just used R27 for the rose because it's just a tiny, you know, little spot. There was no way to really highlight it. And then the fur here on her outfit is E30, 33, 35, and 39. And then I used G19 right there for the leaves. And so, I mean, I feel so blessed. Like I said, it's like getting your cake and having your cake and eating it too kind of thing. Because I get to work with all of these images, and Sherry's so kind to give us so many to get to play with. So I am having a blast being on her design team. Guys, go check out her images. She's got boy images, little girl images, and she's getting ready to, actually, I think I saw on Facebook, she is a grandma now. And so she made a special series of images for her new granddaughter, named after her new granddaughter. So I will put all the links below to Sherry's store so you can go check out the images that she has. I'll put all the links for the design team below so that you can see all the neat projects that they've put together. And go check them out. There will be so much inspiration. You will just be, you know, wanting to craft and create the rest of the day. So I hope you guys like this. If you like this image, give it a thumbs up and tell Sherry that, you know, you think what she's putting out there is pretty. And if you like my card, you know, leave a comment below letting me know what you think, you know, what you think about it. Please be gentle, okay? Because this really was my first time doing one like this, and I really enjoyed coloring her, and I'm not trying to brag at all, but I think this is probably the best I've ever done on skin, and I struggle with that. So my daughter's who is an art therapy major and an amazing artist, is trying to teach me, you know, better how to shade, because well, I'm colorblind, so to me everything pretty much looks the same. So it's hard for me to know where to put shadows and to make it more dimensional. And so, you know, I was really tickled with how she turned out. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below, check out the links in the description box below, and I will talk to y'all later. Thanks for visiting me today, guys, and happy crafting. Bye.